Marvel fans have a million questions and what ifs. Eventually someone's gonna debate who is stronger, Hulk or Thor. With the MCU, we can look at this question in a bit more detail, so let's dive right in. Okay, let's get into the thick of it and look at how the two Avengers stack up to one another. For this video, we'll be looking at the MCU specifically. There's still a lot to cover for sure, but if we looked at every single iteration of Thor and Hulk from the comic books and other movies, well, we'd be here for hours. While it may not be the deciding factor, raw power is a great place to start. First up is our golden boy Thor. As an Asgardian, Thor is a literal god, and as expected has godlike super strength. Among the Asgardians, Thor is the third most powerful in his age. Of course, with the death of his father Odin and Hela, Thor is the strongest Asgardian alive by the end of Infinity War. With his incredible strength, he's able to battle hordes of enemies, including but not limited to frost giants, Chitauri, marauders, dark elves, Ultron sentries, outriders, and various other species. His power is not limited to how hard he can punch, but also what he can destroy with his bare hands. He is able to literally crush one of Iron Man's gauntlets, which is made out of Nintol, which is a durable but light titanium metal.
No hard feelings, Point Break. Got a mean swing.
Thor was also strong enough to overpower the Destroyer, which had overwhelmed the likes of Sif and the Warriors 3 combined. Of course, how could we not forget about the multiple instances where Thor went toe-to-toe with Thanos? Where Hulk was ultimately afraid to face Thanos again after the first time, Thor nearly took Thanos out and actually managed to kill him. You know, before Thanos came back from the past to take the Infinity Stones and kinda jumbled the timeline and all. I don't know, after tallying all these feats of strength, Thor might just take the point here. But that would be unfair. No, first we need to talk about the big green guy. Anyone who has ever heard of the Incredible Hulk knows that the angrier he gets, the stronger he is. This is a result from taking a recreated super soldier serum blast with gamma radiation, which instead of giving him an aggressive form of cancer, turned him into the Hulk. During the MCU timeline, Hulk is a lumbering, aggressive ball of muscle and rage. However, during Infinity War, Hulk and Banner fused into one being, which gave him the strength of the Hulk and the genius-level intellect of Banner.
I put the brains and the brawn together.
A win-win for sure. In terms of raw physical power, the Hulk is unmatched. Even Tony Stark couldn't invent something to beat the Hulk. When he created the Hulkbuster specifically to pacify the Hulk, it was barely enough to keep Hulk's attention. During the battle over New York, Hulk was able to punch a Leviathan out of the sky with just one punch. His raw power isn't even located in his arms, but his legs as well. While other super beings can fly and such, the Hulk can leap over great distances in a single bound. He travels in a similar way the early versions of Superman, who couldn't actually fly, but could leap over a skyscraper in a single bound. Even when he's not leaping over Manhattan's tallest, his feet never fail. He's able to run with the fastest of them. In fact, Hulk's physiology is ramped up to 11. While other Avengers have technology or literal god magic on their side, Hulk has enough raw muscle, stamina, and durability to handle all of them at once and more. In fact, Thor is the only Avenger that can go toe-to-toe to him unaided. And it's why this video is even happening. I mean, Captain America is great and all, but Hulk would snap him in two before the fight even started. We mentioned this before earlier in the video, but raw power is not going to be the only determining factor here. An Avenger is only as good as the tools he has, and both Avengers have tools and abilities at their disposal. Yes, even Hulk has more than just punching really hard. Thor was up first in the last segment, so this time we're looking at the big guy. The thing about the Hulk is that he is just not two people. Instead, he is just one man with two forces inside of him.
Best of both worlds.
Bruce Banner is a genius of unparalleled intellect.
Time travel!
The man holds 7 PhDs and rivals the brain power of Tony Stark.
What?
In addition to being the world's leading expert on gamma radiation, Banner is a master-level scientist and engineer. He assisted Tony in downloading Jarvis, his AI, into Vision. Giving his expertise in gamma radiation, Banner was able to deduce that the Infinity Stone's radiation was mostly gamma. This meant that as the Hulk, he could withstand wearing the gauntlet to reverse Thanos' snap. Of course, Banner's intellect is not limited to science and engineering, though that is his strong point. When he was living in Brazil, Banner became an expert in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and basic meditative breathing techniques. He was able to use this knowledge in the battle for Wakanda, where Banner was able to hold his own using the Iron Man armor, Mark 48. With this suit, Banner was able to best Cull Obsidian during the battle. Now that Banner and Hulk are one, he can take advantage of Hulk's amazing physiology. In addition to his rage-amplified strength, Hulk has amazing regenerative abilities. Before, when Banner tried to take his own life by shooting himself, Hulk managed to regenerate the bullet wound in time to crush the gun Banner was previously holding. Even with Hulk's regenerative abilities, his skin is tougher than most metal. In countless battles, Hulk has managed to take a pounding without getting so much as a scratch on him. With Banner and Hulk combined, it really is the best of both worlds. So while Banner Hulk has 7 PhDs, Thor has 0, but that's okay. We'll soon talk about how he doesn't need them. The truth is, when you're a god of thunder and also the son of Odin, you don't need a PhD. You just need a hammer and lightning and divine powers. Being from Asgard, Thor possesses superior Asgardian physiology, which gives him super strength, reflexes, and endurance, along with a regenerative healing factor much like the Hulk's. At the beginning of the MCU, he is the 3rd strongest Asgardian in all of the 9 realms. Due to his lineage, he is a cut above the rest. However, through the MCU, Odin and Hela are bested and killed. By the end of Infinity War, Thor is the strongest Asgardian in the 9 realms. According to Odin, Thor has the potential to grow even stronger. How will he grow stronger? Well, with his trusty hammer Mjolnir at his side, the iconic hammer of Norse myth is his to wield, and only those deemed worthy can lift this immensely powerful weapon. In the MCU, the only 2 people to wield a Mjolnir were Thor and Captain America at the end of Infinity War. With Mjolnir at his command, Thor can summon and control lightning and storms. In addition to generating storms, Mjolnir also grants Thor his signature armor, and can summon it at will. Mjolnir is used for more than just summoning armor and lightning, however. With it, Thor is able to take flight with a few good whirls. During Infinity War, Thor needed to make a new weapon, one capable of killing Thanos, and after taking the full force of a dying star, was able to forge Stormbreaker. This heft axe hammer was capable of mortally wounding Thanos. As everyone knows, if Thor had gone for the head, he would have ended Thanos then and there before the snap. Alright, now we've sussed out the powers and feats of our 2 Avengers, but how would they fare in a fight? Well, luckily Disney and Marvel Studios provided us with a variety of fights between the Hulk and Thor in the MCU. The 2 fights between Hulk and Thor we will focus on will be in Avengers 1 and in Thor Ragnarok. 2012, a simpler time indeed. Avengers 1 is where it all came together for the first time. Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and the Hulk are assembled after their first movies, and audiences everywhere were given a taste of what would be known as the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's here where the Hulk and Thor fight while on the S.H.I.E.L.D. hangar ship. The fight itself is short-lived, but we get to see Thor control the majority of the fight. After summoning Mjolnir, Thor cracks Hulk a new one right upside the head. Even with Hulk's near limitless strength, he's unable to lift Mjolnir. He even caves in the floor just trying to lift a small hammer up. The fight ends with Hulk going after a fighter jet that was shooting at him. In the end, Hulk crashes down to Earth without the fight reaching a satisfying conclusion. Given that this is the first Avengers movie, it would make sense that neither Avenger would go all out. What we had here was just a little scuffle between the teammates. In the MCU, that is pretty common. Avengers fight amongst themselves as often as they assemble.
Son, you've got a condition.
The other fight worth looking at was in Thor Ragnarok, when Thor is forced to compete in the Contest of Champions. This takes place 2 years after the Avengers Age of Ultron, and both Avengers are missing from Captain America Civil War. There it is revealed that Hulk is a captive, as well as made to fight. In fact, Hulk is the champion of the arena, and the favored fighter to win. While Thor is hesitant to fight Hulk, opting instead to try and bring Banner out, Hulk easily tramples Thor. It is clear that Thor will have to knock some sense into one big green monster in order to talk to Banner. With the kitty gloves off, Thor kicks it into high gear and the two clash for real in the arena, causing major damage and pulling out nearly all the stops. Thor hasn't gone full god mode yet. That is until Hulk pins him and begins unleashing some serious hurt. Only then does Thor channel his Asgardian powers and punch Hulk with a lightning-infused punch. Now that Thor is fighting for real, the Grandmaster of the contest sees that Hulk might actually lose and sabotages the fight, ensuring that Hulk will win. Later, when Thor and Hulk manage to escape and Banner returns, it is revealed Hulk has been out for more than 2 years, and Banner has no memory of anything since the Battle of Sokovia. Given these two fights and what Thor has at his disposal, it's clear to me that Thor is the strongest Avenger. He's just as strong and resilient as Hulk, but where Hulk might have a near limitless supply of strength, Thor is a literal god. You really can't compare to the divine powers like that.
Still worthy.
And those are our thoughts on who our the strongest Avenger is. Who do you think is stronger, Hulk or Thor? Give us your takes in the comments down below. Given all the evidence, I'm leaning towards Thor for sure. Don't forget to subscribe to CBR for more Marvel content.